Hello, Scorpio. So today we're going to do a love romance forecast for you for December 2021. What's going on, what's been going on in the past, what's going to go on in the future. So if you want to stick around, I'm going to be doing a horseshoe spread. And then next I will be pulling some advice cards from the romance angels. And finally I will be doing a few cards to pull from the person you decide you're picking in your head. Cut the deck. And hopefully I'll be putting up a new video every month from now on. I used to do tarot card readings at public markets during the pandemic. I stopped completely. I've been wanting to get back out there, but I don't find any markets that I like anymore. I have to be indoors, and it's kind of a lot of work to set up, so I thought I'd try out some YouTube videos. Alright, Scorpio. One, two, three. Okay. So in a typical horseshoe spread, you go past, present, future, you in a nutshell, your environment, your hopes and or fears, and your 12-month outcome. Alright, so let's get to it. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, she's a master of her thoughts, clarity, communication. I like her in particular because you could see that she has these little things that bound her arms together, but she chose to cut herself free of that. So she's free of all the bogus, all the BS around her. She's above it all. She's upside down though. So maybe you recently just broke free of something. Because when it's upside down, it's either it's a block, you're blocking yourself, or it's the opposite of it, or it's too extreme. And since it's paired with this new dawn, I kind of think it's to the extreme. Like, you might have had some mental confusion and you finally decided you didn't want that anymore. So you just decided, I'm going to cut this cord and start afresh. This is your present situation. So it looks like money is affecting you right now. So my initial thing was you don't have enough of it. You kind of like, you might be the beggar down here. You could also be the person. Let me see. Let me get it in the card. Let me guess this wrong. I don't know if these help me any. Okay, so the Priestess is a card of intuition, then we card a card of getting over grief, and then reunion. It's also a card of waiting. She's waiting for someone to come back. Penelope. So, I don't know if you're just trying to balance the scales right now. There's something you need something to even out. Sometimes in readings it could be, not necessarily in this reading, but sometimes in readings it could be that you were like trying to buy someone's love. You were the person up here. Other times you're the person down here begging for money. Sometimes it could be someone was giving to this person but not giving to this person. But definitely money is on your mind. And we got Athena, Protectress. She's also, she's got a fighting spirit to her. It's upside down though, so it's like maybe, I don't know if you kind of just gave up. I don't want to sound terrible. I think you just gave up. Like, you laid down your sword and you're like, you know what? I'm done trying. You're like, you don't have too much going on for you right now in the love field. Okay, this is your 3 to 4 month future. We got a Nine of Swords coming in for you. Okay. Sometimes I pick a second card. If it's another court card, then that means it's a person. In this case, it wasn't a court card, so I think it's more of it's a mindset for you. I don't even normally pick a second card anymore, just to clarify, but I just had to check this, you know. Okay, so it looks like in the future you're going to have more mental clarity. You're not quite as mature as a king yet, but you are more mature than the page that you might have been. So you're going to have a lot more, you're going to be able to move around. Nothing's going to be weighing down in your head and your conscience. And we got Apollo, the god of light. He's also, you know, related to the sun. But I guess the swords kind of... The swords kind of remind me of these rays of light, like everything's like either, I guess, emanating from you. So it doesn't look like a bad future, like, you know, this guy's all shiny also. So maybe you're going to be taking care of yourself better and looking better. Okay. So we got the Emperor and you in a nutshell. And we got music upside down. Orpheus. So the Emperor, he's a card of routine, strictness, order. He's the Emperor, he's not just a king. The kings are, you know, here's a queen at least. So there's the kings and queens. The king of water, emotion, the king of, you know, rods, movement, and physical passion, and the kings are all like kings of their own domain, but he's the king of the kings, so he's the big boss in charge. So you're right now, you're in charge, and you're just trying to work your way through things. You have to just grind your way through it right now. I'm not sure what's happening, but it doesn't even look like a great situation for love. You just gotta push through it right now. And it looks like you don't have too much room for emotion right now. Orpheus here in this card, he's singing his heart out and expressing himself, but right now it looks like you're not. You're not doing anything. You're kind of almost like a robot. You're just like going out there and doing the work and coming home. So it's like you don't even have time. It could be because you don't have the money right now. You're just trying to work all you can in your work log, your hours to take home enough money to survive. And money does affect your dating life. So whether you have a lot or not enough, or if there's an imbalance, it could also lead to you know, a bad relationship. So you're just trying to work right now. I don't see you dating that much. This is your environment. So the environment is not necessarily something you can control. My example of this is if there's a snowstorm outside, you can't go to work, you can't go to school, you can't take that test, get that client presentation. You just got to stay home. You can't control the weather. You can adapt, do something else, change your plans. But there's no sense trying to fight your way through the snow. So in this situation, we got the Two of Cups and we got Typosphere. So it kind of looks like there's a lot of love going around you. So I don't know if there's a friend getting married or someone at work getting married, but there is love around you, but it's not you in the relationship. You're not part of it. You're just, you know, it's out there. You also got the Hyposphere. And the story of this card is, the problem is it looks big, but it's not as big as you think it is. It can be overcome. It has like a disease look to it. I'm not sure if there's a lot of sickness around you, whether it's mental or physical sickness, but not an ideal nurturing situation if you're looking for love right now. And then next we got your hopes or your fears. So it looks like you got both a hope and a fear. So let's get a second card again for you. Okay, so that's you. I just wanted to see if it's a court card, someone else, if it's you. Okay, so you're hoping that people will see you as a strong, passionate person, in charge, strength with the cat. You want to be kind of put on a pedestal. You want people to look at you and be like, wow, that's hot. Which is, you know, fair. Who wouldn't want to come across like that? Especially a Scorpio. Okay. Your fear here is someone's going to kick you out, throw you out, toss you aside. You don't want to be used and discarded. You want a deeper relationship than that. So and that's why that's your fear. You don't want someone just to toss you out there. Here is your 12-month outcome. Interesting. So it looks like in 12 months something's going to change. All of this stuff is going to be like in the past. You might not even think about it again. Whatever happened, gone. There's going to be a fresh new beginning, and it's going to be full of passion. You're going to finally feel like you found what you were looking for in love. Now, isn't that great? I'll pull a second card for that too. Why not? Your worry is going to be over. And you're going to be moving forward. You're going to be able to make a decision. I'm picking more. And you know what? I don't even think, whatever this victory is, I don't think there's even a chance you could miss it. You got the Wheel of Fortune, destiny. Whatever's going to happen, it's going to land in your lap. You don't even have to, like, do it. Like, you don't have to, like, worry about missing it. It's going to come to you. Whatever kind of love you're seeking. So yeah, you could just stand on your balcony and Romeo's going to come right up to you. I hope. So let me pull a few cards from the stack. Interesting. Okay. So these are the Romance Angels cards to you, and then the Crystals cards. So the advice from Spirit to you. Well, typically if it's like this, it is to take a retreat, but I'm like, maybe not. Maybe you need to stay in place. Maybe you gotta stay and just work through whatever grinding you gotta do. And it looks like not necessarily that you can do anything about it, but children are affecting you. So whether there's someone acting like a child, if you don't have physical children in your presence, or if children are just, you know, you gotta take them to daycare or school, and you just can't get out and play on the field that you want to play because there's kids in the way. Maybe it's even not even your kids. It could be a relative's kids that just happened to, you had to take care of, and it was just something you had to do. That seems to be affecting you. And the other interpretation of this is well, probably not in alignment with this reading, but is to be acting like a child, act more in joy and play. But I don't see that with the other cards, so I'm not gonna go with that one. It looks like it's time of working right now, really. Citrine is your card. It says, unnecessary worries. Release the burden of worries by giving them to God for healing and solutions. And if you don't believe in God, you can say Spirit or the universe. It's up to you. Whatever floats your boat. So that's good, because in your 12-month future, you will be releasing your worries. I hope you can choose to release them sooner than that, but it will happen in 12 months if it doesn't happen sooner by your choice. So citrine is actually a really affordable stone. If you want to buy a ring or necklace for it, just maybe even a little chip or nugget, carry it around you to help you remember. Your mind can be clear of all these worries, because everything is going to work out the way you want it to in these 12 months. So when you think of a clear mind, and you don't need to worry. I don't even think you should even use the word worry. Just think about easy. You're going to have an easy life. You're going to have wish fulfillment. Don't think of the negative words, because then you're going to keep reminding yourself of the negative words. Alrighty. So the next thing I want to do for you is pull your cards from the person you're thinking of. Let me move these out of the way. So go ahead and think of a person, and those messages will be from them to you. I also suggest that you pick a person and stick with them. You can't say, well, I didn't like those messages, so it wasn't from that person I was thinking of. You pick that person, so that's them. You know, cherry picking your messages, and you're not really getting a tarot reading. citrine. Okay, so Scorpio, I hope you pick your person, because here we go. Oh man, it's a lot of dark messages today. Alrighty. So in general, Scorpio, when I do readings, when it's upside down, it's either it's blocked, you're blocking it, it's the opposite, like, or it could be to an extreme case. We'll see how it plays out once we read all these cards here. So you let me down, upside down. I was careless with you. We are not right for each other. I support your path, upside down. Forgiveness, upside down. Forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. I love you. I bury myself in work to forget you. Oh, wasn't that what you were doing? Yeah, I can't remember which card it was. Burying yourself in work. They're working the money. Okay. So, it could be that you and the person you're thinking of are reflecting each other. Like attracts like. So, I think you really let someone down, because when you're a Scorpio, things go deep. There's no light touch to a Scorpio sting. And I always get involved with them Scorpios, and man, they can take you high and they can take you low, and you probably did the same to this person. They might have done something and they didn't even think it might have been a big deal. It might have been like an off-the-cuff thing, but when you heard it, it meant something completely different for your interpretation. And because of that, they don't think that you're right for each other. Maybe they have more of a lighthearted taste or a different sense of humor, and because you couldn't take whatever comment, whatever was said, they just don't think you're in the same energy alignment. I support your path. I think they don't like where you're going, and it could be that you're going into, they think, this is what they think. They think you're going into a bad, dark path. I'm not sure where you're going. At least 12 months you'll be better. But they don't think you're going in a good route. And that's their opinion. You have your life to choose for yourself. Forgiveness is upside down, so I don't think they forgive you. I'm not sure if there was some sort of, something happened and they just didn't like how it was taken, and they're not ready to forgive you. But they still love you for some reason. You Scorpio, you still got their heart. And because you still got their heart, they're just going to work themselves, night and day to keep you out of their head. Man, I almost had, there was a song in my head for a second. Oh well, it's gone now. Yeah, it's gone. Okay. So these are the messages from your person to you. They are people, so they have their opinions and their flaws, and their version of the story. Alright, Scorpio. So if you like this video, please actually like the video in the YouTube settings, and go ahead and subscribe if you want to hear more messages from me. I'm going to try to do at least a monthly reading for you guys. Same format. And if you feel so, you could also donate to my channel if you want. Even just a few bucks is helpful. Alrighty guys, so I hope you guys have a good rest of the year. Don't forget about that Venus retrograde in the end of December. Just be aware that's going to happen. Okay, sorry, I just had to throw that in there. Okay, thank you guys, bye.